Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. Today we'll be talking about NVIDIA heading into the new year, heading into tomorrow. You guys need to realize some key buying points, okay? You guys need to realize some price points we need to be able to hit. All right, I'm going to talk about 128, 129, under 130, and I'm going to talk about your average cost per share, and I'm going to even share my position in the stock and how it's significantly high. But my goal is to hold it till the end of 2025 and really have a position by the end of 2025, which is going to benefit me. Okay, first things first. Okay, let's look at NVIDIA on the last close Friday. Okay, we closed 3% up. Okay, 134.7. Okay, we're not going to keep going up from here. I'll tell you that right now. We saw a big green a bullish candle, right? Obviously we see that right here, right? So how long is this going to keep bumping up? I mean, I can see it going all the way up to 140, right? But I feel like there's going to be another major pullback sooner or later. Okay, and it could either be tomorrow or somewhere in the middle of the week. We're going to see another pullback. I don't know if 128, 127 will be seen again, but we can only hope that if it attempts another high sooner or later within the next 30 days, we are going to see that pullback all the way down to 128 like we did and 127 we did this week. Okay, we saw three major dips. Okay, we saw 127.5, we saw 128.9, then we saw 129 flat, okay, in a matter of a week. And then we also see 131, 130. Okay, we can always catch these. I have my pending orders, right? Everything under $139. Okay, so my average cost is slightly high, right? I mean, the total all-time high is 150 something. Okay, so if I'm $10 below it, okay, I can load up my portfolio and buy every time the stock goes under 139. Okay, there is a strong chance we go down to 130, 129 again. It's only a 3% drop. Okay, that can happen in a matter of a week. Okay, this week we're up only 0.76%. We can go up to 2.5%, 3.0%, and we're gonna see another drop down, hopefully. Okay, now I know it's kind of weird that I'm saying hopefully, but let me show you guys why. Okay, you got to take away opportunities. Okay, buying opportunities, use technical indicators like I just showed you. Okay, setting a goal and having a time frame. Why are these important? Well, a good buying opportunity is going to help you maximize your profits. Okay, anything under your average cost per share is a good buy. As I showed you guys, I have $139. That's my position. If I buy at 135, that's a good buy for me. Okay, based on my position. Now, if your average cost per share is above 139, okay, and you buy at 130, 129, that's another good buy. But let's say your average cost per share is extremely low at 100, 120, and you're buying at 134, 132, that is not an ideal move. Okay, according to me, the way how I invest, I wouldn't do that. I don't like to buy when stock is super high. I like to buy when it's low and just hold it out, use my reversion strategy to just hold every bullish run and to wait till my time frame comes closer. Okay, now under 130, I highlighted this. Under 130, this is significant. Okay, under 130 is always going to be a good buy for NVIDIA based on current position. Okay, if it goes under 125, guess what? Buy more. Unless you have calls and puts option on Robinhood or something, it's not going to affect you if we fall under 125. If you're simply just investing and holding and getting profits off of that, okay, do not worry about if the price drops to 120, 125, which I doubt is going to happen because we hit around 127 a few times, and that's kind of the support line for NVIDIA. Okay, now let me talk about indicators to use when investing. It's all fun and games to throw out some prices, but why not use some technical stuff? As you guys can see, I talked about MACD in my part 2 long-term investing. Okay, now I'm using that on TradingView in order to help me realize some price points I need to be able to hit for NVIDIA. Okay, so if we go all the way down, to about let's go all the way down to 128.2. If you guys see this, right, if you guys see this right here, I want you guys see where my point is. 128.4. Look at this all the way at the bottom. Look at the MACD line all the way at the bottom. You see that big dip, and that orange and blue line is that support. The signal line is touching, it's crossing that blue line right here, all the way down here. Okay, these are all good buys. So that's how I get that price. 128, 127 is a good buy because I see that in the indicator, but I also see this in this graph up here. I see how it goes all the way down, right, and it strikes all the way up as well. It goes all the way up, and as it's going up, you see that MACD indicator, that blue and orange line goes up. So it balances off that 0 point line You guys see it bounces off that 0 point line as soon as the stock starts going up to 134 or 135. So you should know not to buy around this time. So if you see this blue and orange line kind of reaching up like it's a mountain, you don't want to buy right there. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, now look up the 200-day moving average to get close to it. Okay, you want to buy close to it. The 200-day moving average for NVIDIA is $115. We had an opportunity to get in under $100. If you were under the 200-day moving average, you are in the golden spot. Okay, but if you're not, that's fine. Okay, you want to be at least 125 to 115. You want to be between that. Okay, that's a good buy. Let's say you have $500 at 120, $500 at 121, 119. That's a amazing buy. You want to then hold that off to your time frame. Okay, next in, gold to $200. It's going to come sooner or later, believe me or not. Okay, the stock has potential to go up another 20 to 25%. Analysts have clarified that, okay, the stock has another 20% increase in it. Okay, now that comes from straight diamond handing this stock. Diamond handing means holding the heck out of NVIDIA. Okay, buying dips, holding, buying dips and holding. You want to be able to buy dips efficiently, so that way when you get profit, okay, that when you buy that dip, it's going to benefit you. As you guys can see, this is my position right here in Cash App, and I'm buying almost every dip and I'm selling up top. Okay, now time frame at the end of 2025, consistency is key. Okay, watch your stock grow and give yourself time to help the stock grow. I'm gonna repeat it again. Give yourself time to help the stock grow. If you let your emotions take over, this game is not for you. Okay, you cannot set up your plays. You cannot set up certain price targets you want to hit if you're gonna let your emotions get to you. Oh my God, $2,000. I'm losing $1,000 right now. Blah blah. Right? You gotta let your emotions go. Same with this. Same with AMD. I will say NVIDIA and AMD are almost neck to neck. Okay. Now, what is one thing I love about dips is I can lower my position. So when we go up to 180, 165. I can be able to maximize my opportunity. So right down here, I like to buy right down here, always. Okay, you either take this risk down here or you take it up here and you just ride it out from there. I mean, I don't like doing that. That's not what I do. I like to be I like to kind of narrow down to the 200-day moving average. I like to throw money as the stock's going lower. Okay, or I like to just average cost per share. I like to make sure my average cost per share is totally perfect. Okay, so if the stock goes all the way down to 115, 110, guess what? I mean, worst case scenario, just hold it out or buy more. As simple as that. Okay, but make sure you're diversing your portfolio and probably like short-term investing a little bit, putting $50, $60 here in the ETF or some. But if you're a younger guy, you don't got to worry about that too much. Okay, so always make sure you have a different industry sector, but tech stocks is where it's at. Okay, now hard months, days, weeks. Okay, these are some of the prices that are gonna trigger a lot of people to panic sell their stock. Okay, a lot of people get nervous when we see 120, 125. These are some prices that need to be held and bought very efficiently. You need to be able to see 120 as an opportunity, not as an indicator to just sell and be super nervous about your stock. Okay, so if we drop this low, use it as an opportunity to buy more shares or either hold. I said it perfectly right there, and as simple as it gets. Okay, so use reversion strategy is something I use. It's psychologically tough. Okay, I said it clearly. It's psychologically tough. It's mentally, it could be draining, but don't let it take over. Don't let it take over your mind and let it get to your emotions and just sell. Okay, set your price, set your target, put the money in, forget about the stock for 2 to 4 months. Okay, as simple as that. Now, it can reap benefits in the long run. I also say that because if you let your emotions take over, nothing can happen. Do your analysis. Look at good YouTubers. Look at good TikTok investors. Keep asking questions. Okay, you have to at least spend 30 to 40 minutes each day doing a little bit of research. Okay, now 200 share price by the end of 2025. Is that achievable? Definitely. Okay, this screenshot is specifically to show you guys how it's up 173% this year. Now, I'm not gonna say it's gonna go up another 173%. Okay, that's absurd. Okay, it may. You never know what happens in the stock market, right? But let's say it goes up 50 to 60%. Okay, for 20%, 30%, that's achievable. Okay, but what I want to say is currently for the year, it's up 173.99%, assuming we have slightly of a quote unquote disappointing year, 2025, right? And it goes up 60% from $138. So what this means is If your average cost per share is $138, and I kind of compared it to my average cost per share, which is 139. So let's say you have 138, okay, which if you're lower, that's even better, okay? So if you're in for 138 and you go up from 138, okay, that is a 60% increase. So let's say it's up 60% from there. Okay, that means the share price will be $220. Okay, now that may be a stretch. Okay, but I want to show you guys something. If that happens, if even we get a 40% increase, your $1,000 turn into $1,400. That's $400 in the span of 4 to 6 months. And if you're a beginner investor, that is key. You know, that is something that's going to boost your confidence, make you feel like you have some type of confidence in the market and you know how certain stocks work. Okay, trust me when I say this. When you get that 60%, 50% gain, okay, it's going to help you understand the market a little bit more. Now that 60% gain can depend on what your position is right now. So if you're in lower than 138 and we go up 50%, you're going to make more profit. Okay, comment down below, let me know if this makes sense. Okay, so let's say an example of $1,000 at 138, okay, and that goes up 60%. You make $600. Now, if you have 2,000, you make more money. The more money you have, the more profit you make, but the more risk you're willing to take. Okay, so you would make $600 with no hesitation. Just stay patient on the down days. Now, 200 will come, but that 180 to 185 level is where that tension and that barrier is going to create itself. Okay, that's what we need to break through right now. I would say the big barrier we need to break through is that high 140s and 150s. Okay, as you guys can see, we went up to 148, 150, and we came right back down to 128, 127. Okay, so expect that. Expect some big dips after new highs. So when we go to 160, 165, don't buy right there, because I guarantee we're going to come back down like we just did previously. Okay, keep these things in mind. Okay, make sure you use technical analysis, guys. Technical analysis is going to be super effective to use. Make sure you have a time frame. Make sure you have technical indicators to use. Okay, these are some of the big takeaways you need to take from this video. Okay, take them, learn about it, and go from there. Before the opening tomorrow, okay, you need to be able to set these plays up. Ignore all your losses. Don't revenge trade. Don't think, oh my God, I lost 500 the other day, I need to be able to make some quick money. Forget everything. This is we're starting a new year, okay? We got about 8 to 10 days where 2025 is going to begin. You need to set new goals, new time frames to where you can have a successful year in 2025. And that's not going to happen if you don't use buying opportunities. If you're not going to use technical indicators, you're not going to set a goal, and you're not going to have a time frame. It's not going to happen. You're not going to make no type of profits if you don't take away these big four. Okay, so keep that in mind. Make sure your $200 goal target is in your mind for NVIDIA. What are we going to do at 180? What are we going to do at 200? I'm going to talk more about that towards 2 to 3 months, maybe, when we see some type of push with NVIDIA. Okay, but for right now, I'm just giving you guys hope and showing you guys this 127 last week. This was just the opportunity to be better. Okay, I have some news about AMD tomorrow, NVIDIA's little brother. I'll say that. But thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any more comments, questions, concerns, please comment down in my video below. Thank you.